8:4. When you go home, read it. It says, yet you do not know what tomorrow will bring.
All right.
What is your life? For you are a mist that appears for a little time and then vanishes. From the Christian perspective, I want to let you know there is some truth and there is some revelation that we can glean from this phrase, you only live once. Our faith teaches us that there is a part of us that will live eternally. That is our spirit. And ultimately, our spirit, which will live eternally, Scripture records that it will be housed in a new glorified body. Meet me in September and we will talk about that.
Right.
However, before that time comes, we are called to live on this side of eternity in what Paul calls corruptible flesh. The truth is that as believers, we have a sunrise and a sunset. We have a birth date and an expiration date. Whenever you go to a funeral, on the program, you'll notice that there is a year of birth and a year of death with a dash in the middle.
All right.
And over the next 3 weeks, Christ Community, I want to preach to that dash. I want you to understand that you only got one shot to make a difference with your dash. That is the time in between your birth and between your death.
All right.
When the believer looks at the phrase, you only live once, we don't see an excuse to smoke all the weed we can while we can. We don't see an excuse to have all the sex we can while we can. We don't see an excuse to turn up as hard as we can while we can. But what we see is a small window of time to maximize the potential that has been deposited on the inside of us. For the believer, you only live once is a challenge. It's a reminder that we don't have any time to waste. And I want to encourage you throughout these next 3 weeks that you don't have any time to waste on dead-end relationships.
All right, all right.
I want to encourage you and let you know that you don't have any time to waste on he said, she said, they said, and arguments like that. I want you to understand you don't got time to waste, so there's no need to continue to cry because they left you. Because you ought to say, if you can make it without me, I can make it without you.
All right now.
You only live once is a